Welcome back to a Mr. Harris RYC YouTube channel. Yes, I am happy to be here, happy to be alive, happy to be smiling, happy to be healthy. And yeah, just happy to be with you guys again, sharing music, this wonderful thing called music that is so important on this world today. That being said, Dr. Ricky, Ricky. We have
an artist named Ali, so I would like to play it for you and then give a little bit background to her afterwards.
Okay, so I don't get a chance to know any background right now?
Yeah.
And is this on The Voice or something?
This is on The Voice, the newest season of The Voice.
Okay, that's Chance the Rapper I'm looking at?
Yes, Chance the Rapper is one of the newest judges.
All right.
Killing me softly with his song. I heard he sang a good song.
Look, I'm being set up here.
I heard he had style, and so I came to see him and listen for a while. Hey,
That riff was it. Some of those riffs are nice. Two chairs. Right.
What's your name?
All right, man. I'd like to hear that interview, but I guess I got to hear that later.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear a little bit about who this is.
All right, so Ali, she's from California and she was actually born deaf. So she has 2 hearing aids in her ears.
Really? Hold on a second. Now here we go. Because I'm going to act like I knew, right? I did not know. Of course you didn't know. I would have never thought that in a million years. But you know there were some times when there was some things that were enunciated that was like, you could tell, it was like, was there a speech impediment or something? But that's what it is, right? So
Yes. She's deaf.
she's deaf. She can't hear. You just said she can't hear.
Correct.
So we know that sound travels through vibrations. We teach that, right? That's how deaf people can go to a concert and feel the music. And people are like, how can you go to a concert? Because you feel the music. How does she feel the pitches? The actual notes. Now, is she 100% deaf? You don't know.
I'm not sure.
Right, because you can be blind and not be 100% blind, right? People walk around and say, I'm blind, but they see shadows. Listen, let me just start this off right now. This is great. This is a good one. It's a good one. This is a good one, Rick. The comments gonna have to light up on this because I got more questions than comments. I really, really do. And I'm just intrigued to know more about how deaf is she? Then how is she able to sing in key? And even get the diction right. Strumming my, how is that? How is this happening? And I have another question for the audience, right? For the viewers, like, was she born deaf?
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah,
she was
she
born
mentioned
deaf.
that. She mentioned she was born deaf.
That makes it even harder for me to understand. You know, because if you weren't born deaf, then you would have some idea of how syllables work in that language. You know, I can't hear it anymore, but I knew the was the, right? If I never heard the, then how do I know the is the versus Man! All right, so let's get to the performance because I'm already confused like crazy. I'm gonna watch that interview when this is over. All right, sir, so I'm gonna have to see the rest of that. Performance, like, forget about the fact that she's deaf and isn't, you know, she can sing. And some of those riffs, 2 of those riffs, to be specific, were like the riffs that make you do this. You know, yeah, there was a couple of riffs that was like really, really like creatively different. Like, yeah, I don't remember which ones they were. Good stuff. Not mad at that at all. I almost wish you didn't tell me that she was deaf. Because then there were a couple of riffs that weren't clean, right? And I couldn't put my finger on it. Like, hey, is that like something happened with an speech impediment? I couldn't tell, or just a bad riff, bad performance. But good job. She's soulful, you know, and it's probably a good song for her style, her flow. I haven't heard her, this is the only song we've ever heard her sing, of course. But I thought she did a really, really good job doing it. Good tone, you know, not mad at that. You know me, I'm always greedy. You know, I'm the kind of guy that walks in the store and want everything. You know, look in the bag like, oh man, okay, juju beans, pretzels. Yo man, y'all ain't got no gum, there's no gum in here. If they had gum in the store, I want gum in the bag. That being said, I wonder if she has a nice falsetto. You know, her mask is what we heard, right? We heard a lot of mask, and she was able to tick her mask up and down with it. And some full voice. I mean, you can arguably say there was some level of full voice, but I wouldn't say it was really a strong full voice. But I don't think we heard any falsetto. I would have kind of liked to have heard some of that to see what she's got to offer. You know, mainly when you're doing a show like this, right? You gotta leave it all on the table. They're looking in the bag too. So they're gonna make a judgment, determine whether or not you're gonna be on the show. You gotta give them everything. You know, so it's very tricky doing these shows. I mean, I think it's really tricky because, you know, for those of us who may be doing talent shows and maybe you line up for one of these shows, how do I give you everything, but I don't give you everything? Because if I give you everything, then there's no need for me to come back for the second round. I mean, for the second showing. And what do I have? I gotta keep building upon that, right? And so I think what everything is using the same illustration like the candy, right? Or let's keep it here. Let's stay right here with music. I still show you my mask. I show you my tone. I show you my improv. I show you my falsetto, but I give you a little bit of it. I don't give you all of it, right? So I do enough that you say, all right, so if he had to sing or she had to sing this song, he can do it because I heard your full voice. I heard your falsetto. I know you can improv. I know you have the ability of creativity. I know you can, we know she can riff and run. We just heard that, right? So she gave us some of that. And so now when she comes back, she's gonna give me different riffs and runs, right? But I still think it's important that when you do and you sing and it's like a competition or it's a one-off, you leave everything on the table. You let them know all your gifts, all your talents. So I wonder if she has the real strong full voice, and I'm wondering her falsetto ability. You know how old she is?
I do not.
Okay. What's the name?
Allie.
Allie. Oh man. All right, so this is good. You know we gotta do Allie. We gotta hear some more from Allie. But this is good. And how old is this? You know?
This just came out, so
this is new.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Allie, 2 thumbs up. Big ups to you. And let me say this, right? The question, and I know when we show these videos, it's often fans of the artists that are the most viewers when we show our videos. So there's people who subscribe to the channel, which are the faithful who watch every video we post, and thank you for that, I appreciate it. But then there are those who say, I'm really watching to see Allie. Let me see what Mr. Harris got to say about Allie. That being said, sometimes I question, like, if Allie did not have, and I'm gonna call it a gift, right? And sometimes the gift of being blind can be a gift. Stevie Wonder broke that down in a way that bugged me out one day. And he was saying there was a surgery that was available to him that he could have his eyesight back. But he sees the world in this specific way, and how it brings out all his other gifts and his talents that he didn't want to see. So almost in a sense, he looked at it as a gift, right? So I wonder if she would sing as well as she did if she could hear, right? But my question to you guys, if this was not the case, would you say she was equally as talented? Would you say, like, I don't know how far she goes in the show, but would you say, like, yeah, she's a dope singer rather, I'm sorry, and she should definitely move on up in the show just based on her talent? Or now does she get, like, the guilt card to say she can really sing for someone who's deaf? That's why sometimes it's better, like I said before, I almost wish I didn't know, right? Because then you just critique it on that. But I think I'm able to departmentalize the difference. But I'm curious to know if that now affects how you feel about the singer. There are vocalists out there, and we look at them and say, wow, he can really sing soulful for a white boy. Or, like, that's the biggest controversy about, the rapper, Eminem. Like, he's always gonna be like, people look at him as top 5, but then there are those who say, you are saying that because he's white. I don't know. I think we all do that a little bit. You see, there's a guy out now, I see him on his Instagram, social media, he's very, like, really, really hairy. Like he should be somewhere with a shotgun hunting deer somewhere. They got the most beautiful falsetto voice. But the question is it a beautiful falsetto voice because he looks like he should be hunting deer? Or is it just like, it's just got a beautiful falsetto voice? And I'm gonna say this in closing for me, right? We all do that. They said don't judge a book by its cover. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. There's no book you've ever picked up and you look at the cover and the cover didn't have an opinion as to why you picked up that book. Sometimes, and I almost did it here, because even how Allie looks visually can affect what you're receiving, because she doesn't look like a singer. You wouldn't expect that voice, the stature of what you're seeing, just for what we've heard. So sometimes what I do is I close my eyes and I just listen to the talent. I'm not seeing her. I'm just hearing her talent. And I think, to me, that's what helps me, get rid of how long your beard is, what size you are. You're a guy, but you sound like this. You're a girl, but you sound like that. Just close your eyes and let the talent do what it does, right? It helps me sometimes anyway. In any event, all right, we're gonna close this one. Allie, good job. I can't wait to hear the rest of this interview. I wanna hear your story. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of research because I wanna, I'm curious to know how deaf people are able to hold a melody like that. Think about it, guys. She sung in time and everything. Was there some kind of click going on that at least kept her in? I need answers here. I'm confused. I need answers. All right. But big ups to Allie. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. This is great to hear. This was nice. This was a good one, Rick. Did somebody suggest this one, or you found?
No, I found this one.
Oh man, I like this. I like this a lot. All right. Always imparting. We love you, Allie. We wish you the best. I'm happy that you still found the gift that was implanted in you. Continue to use that gift. And then remember, always as we say goodbye to you all, remember to make sure you love yourself. Clearly Allie loves herself. And then make sure that you are able to give a little bit of that love away to somebody else. Just make the world a better place. All right, ciao. See y'all later.